안녕하세요. Hi everyone. So today's Friday. It's the end of the work week. Woohoo! Yesterday, drove down to Andong with my co-teacher, and we went to the immigration office there and filed for my ARC card, or Alien Registration Card. It's basically a social security number, which allows me to get things like a phone and internet and, TV, things like that. Unfortunately, because it was Friday, my co-teacher had too much to do today at work, so we couldn't go out tonight and get the internet. So here I am yet again, doing a blog without internet. But that's okay. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely getting my exercise. I get bored very easily in my house because I have nothing. I don't have books. I don't have TV. The only TV show that I have on my computer is The Legend of Korra, which I've now watched twice since I've been here. So, needless to say, I'm getting a little bored. So I go out for walks and explore the city, and I absolutely love it here. I really do. It's gorgeous. I have an amazing view from my window of the mountains and everything. And today I walked out past kind of the town on the main road a bit and just stared at the scene. It's this valley of rice fields and hot pepper fields, and then the mountains just come up from there, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Tomorrow, I'm going to explore a little bit more. I guess there's a hiking path up behind the city that is supposed to be really good. So, I'll put on some tennis shoes tomorrow and see about going hiking for a bit to alleviate some of my boredom. There's something called a PC Bong, or it's basically a computer cafe, a PC cafe. And there's a couple of them in town, but I get a little nervous going into them because generally people go there to play video games. And although I would not be playing video games, I'd be on the internet talking to my friends and entertaining myself through watching shows or trying to get a hold of family and stuff on Skype. I still feel like maybe going in there by myself is not necessarily the best idea. So we haven't done that. But maybe tomorrow morning, when it's not late in the evening and you've got all the high schoolers and middle schoolers there playing StarCraft, I'll go and figure it out. It's really cheap. It's like $1 an hour or something like that. But I don't know if I can go an entire weekend without any contact with my family or friends. That's probably been the hardest part so far. Yesterday, I got a little sad because I was just kind of hanging out and whatnot, again, by myself and bored. And after we got back from Andong, that is. And I started crying a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I have a feeling that if I don't figure out a way to stay in contact with people this weekend, like Dominic and my mom, and see if my dad responded to my email, I probably might hit a pretty bad wall of loneliness, and I'd really just rather not go there. So I might go to the PC Bong just to stave off loneliness. But I have noticed something this week about Yongyang and probably just the rural areas in general. There are spiders everywhere. And I'm not talking about the little itty bitty spiders that just kind of crawl that, I'm used to back home in Nevada, and I mean even in Minnesota and everything. No, I mean giant, scary looking spiders everywhere. And I've noticed two kinds in particular are particularly terrifying. There's one, it's black and yellow, and it's got a thin body, but the body's like an inch, inch and a half long, and then the legs go out, and like total length of some of the spiders I've seen of this kind are like maybe 4 inches in length between the legs and the body, and I'm just like, ugh. Oh. And I mean, they're really scary looking. And I'm just like, I was walking to school one day, what was it, maybe Wednesday? And I'm walking, and there's this guardrail type thing along the road and the sidewalk. And I'm walking, and I look, and I go, whoa, what is that? And there was like 3 of them in a web on the guardrail, and I was like, and then there's another one that I've seen, and they're about the biggest I've seen is maybe 2 inches. And they're also quite terrifying because they've got big, fat bodies. And I'm not particularly enjoying that idea, for sure. But I mean, spiders are just everywhere. Just everywhere. Today I noticed I have some little mini ants. Like, they're almost, I mean, they're smaller than like a sewing needle, like the eye of a sewing needle. I mean, they're itty bitty little ants. I mean, not too many, just like 1 or 2. And I'm just like, get off my table. And the mosquitoes are vicious. No offense, Mom and people of Minnesota. Our mosquitoes there don't even hold a candle to the mosquitoes here. I got bit on my arm here. You can't really see it anymore, but there's a little mark here. And I mean, it was like this big, and it was red and swollen, and it hurt. And I mean, I've got like bites all over here, and my ankles are just, it's like on this arm and on my ankles are where they like to attack. And one of the teachers today was showing, she's got this big, swollen and mosquito bite that's like the size of maybe $50 in diameter. I mean, it's huge. And you don't even know that they bite you. It's just all of a sudden you've got this welt on your arm, and you're like, where did that come from? Oh, it's a bug bite, it itches. And so, but I haven't managed to find any bug spray or anything yet. So it's definitely been interesting. It's been a long time since I've kind of been out in this type of wilderness, where it's raining a lot, it's wet, and it's green, and it just kind of breeds mosquitoes. So, but yesterday the bug spray truck came through town again and sprayed the town. So I mean, they're active in trying to keep, at least the mosquitoes down, because I think that that's what that truck is for. But so yeah, just your average daily life in the rural town of Yongyang, and my first post, once I have internet, will have like a bazillion pictures and videos and all sorts of stuff, so I'll try to keep you guys updated as much as possible. I may not hear from me all weekend, but we'll see. Love you guys. Bye-bye.